I don't care if it's Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, or Teletype. If there's somebody there, I'm going to be where they are. Guys, Bay Nerdchuck is in the building. What's up, man?
Life is good, man. Thanks for having me. You know how pumped I am I'm doing the show.
My man Taz Daddy!
Yes, sir. I can make millions for other people. I can make millions for
Year in, year out, he not a rookie. He a man of many hats and different skills. Give him any struggle in business and watch he make it build. Hard to believe, and please check the resume. Best-selling author and showcase on Ebony. 2-time Southern Entertainment Award winner.
Oh, yeah. I am so happy to be here today. I want to talk to my people in a real mighty way. Let me know where you're checking in from. What up? What's Poppington people? I'm so happy you are here. I want to have a conversation today. For those of you who are not familiar with me, I am Dave Anderson, the Mohawk and Real Talk and Living Fully business bully out here doing what I do. Snapping necks, cashing checks. We are broadcasting live, Instagram, Facebook, Business Bully TV, and YouTube. Make sure that you are here. Make sure that you share the video. Let me know where you're checking in from. I like comments because they're so important. And if you're not ready to get that ass whipped, well, I'm dropping bombs today, ho! Oh, it's going down in a real way. So I hope that you're ready to go, man, because I want to have some conversations with y'all. If you want to be a guest on the show, you can actually log in right now at blackpeoplefirst.com. That's right, blackpeoplefirst.com. You can log in, be a guest on the show. I definitely want to talk to you. Been a very interesting day. Definitely an interesting day. My man Don Calypso says, good topic, could be use a little bit more cowbell. Shout out to Real Black Hair. Shout out to Austin, Texas in the building. I see y'all. I want to know how you're feeling, if you are enjoying yourself, what's going on. But I want to have a conversation, and I'm trying to figure out what up, Chris? Good to see you. What exactly is Kevin Samuels wrong about? I really want to have a conversation about what Kevin Samuels is wrong about. So if you're interested in hopping on and having a good conversation with your boy, then, don't be a stranger. Let's have this conversation because I think it's extremely important that we go ahead and wake up everybody. I got some people on Instagram saying Kevin isn't wrong. Shout out to the Mobile Network in here. Eric says, I'm going to answer the question. He sounds like a scorned man with half the shit he said. Scorned or not, is he wrong in what he says? I don't want to talk about emotions. I don't want to talk about your feelings about it. I want to know from a statistical and actual place what makes Kevin Samuels wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and lady friends, I see that we have somebody in the building who's looking like they want a piece of the action. So I want to bring this person up. Let's see here. It looks like Jamar John is in the building. What up?
What up, business bully?
What's up, big homie?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. How are you feeling?
Man, I am chilling. I'm having a good day.
I am as well, man. Hey, listen, I think, there was something that my mother told me years ago. I'm from New York City. She said, listen, sometimes you got to listen to the message and not the messenger. I think when you scrutinize the messenger, you can kind of lose the point. And when you scrutinize him a little bit, he kind of doesn't really pass the smell test with a lot of the things that he claimed. Because I've been watching him for years, and I've actually been on his show a couple years back. Mm-hmm. And I think he gives good advice. But when your story doesn't match up, it starts to fall apart in the trust on like what's his true intentions, because he does kind of come hard at people. I actually sent the video to my mother today. Actually, there was a woman, I think she was from New Orleans, and you could tell that, she struggled from a growth standpoint as a mother of 4, single, can't figure it out, 29 years old. But I think that what he does tread on is he treads on there's a book I read by Thomas Sowell called Black Rednecks and White Liberals. And so you have Black people that operate from a redneck perspective, and then you have Black people that operate on a high level, business, professional. They think about planning their kids' births and things like that. What I think he does is he treads on the poor mentality of some black folk to make entertaining television to launch himself. And I think that's where people have a problem with him. I enjoy it, but I do take a lot of the lessons from it because I learned to not listen to the messenger, but listen to the message. But I think that he's kind of taking advantage of people that are not as intellectually on par with him. And I think that's where he goes wrong.
Can I ask you a question though?
Sure, absolutely.
At any point, did he put a gun to anybody's head who's intellectually inferior to him and force them to come on his show to embarrass themselves?
No, he did not.
Okay. At any point, did he get himself in a position where he said, I am the end-all, be-all authority on everything?
Of course not.
Okay. Then for me, I'm trying to figure out what is he wrong about when it comes to the facts, not how we feel about him, not how hard he comes at people or things of that nature. Somebody on Instagram said this. At one point, he was making $892 a month. How is he credible? Well, at one point, I was washing my nuts in a gas station sink, and I made $118 million for my clients last year. How am I credible? 20 straight bestsellers. How am I credible? Like, so we're going to talk about somebody's past versus what they're doing right now. So I'm trying to understand.
And you have a very valid point. I agree with that point, right? Because we've all come from struggle city at some point. If you're a black person in America from a single parent, like such as myself, right? But I think that there's a way in which he talks without necessarily, he doesn't necessarily reveal anymore. Maybe years ago he did. He doesn't necessarily reveal the struggles that he's had, which I think will bring him to a level, an empathetic level where people can understand that, well, this person actually transformed himself, right? So maybe that's where he has credibility. But because he kind of hides his past, it makes it seem a little suspect to some people. I'm with you. I get the message. I watch it. I think that he's on point with on a lot of subjects. But I think that there's a harshness to how he delivers it, which when you compare that with him hiding his past, it's like, Kevin, just give us the full truth, nothing but the truth. And I think people will respect him a little bit more for that.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in sharing your journey. I think that's cool. But whether he shares his journey or not, does it make the facts that he puts out any less factual? You know, I'm and I could be wrong here. This is only the program where I'll give my opinion. I don't think that, you know, like black people have this thing where everybody got to talk to you nice. Everybody's got to, you know, gussy it up and sugar it down and this, that, and the third.
I don't agree with you on that. I don't agree with you on that. I think you say black people, but like I said, I think there's a class difference, right? I was a naval officer for 14 years, a Marine before that. My pleasure. But the thing is, and then my mother raised me a certain way. I learned how to separate the delivery that might be messed up with the actual message that's supposed to be received. Not everybody has the emotional intelligence to decipher that. And so all I'm saying is that Kevin is smart enough to know that, and he is just taking advantage of that. I don't even say that that's necessarily wrong. I just think that that's where it rubs people the wrong way, because there are so many people that are caught up in their emotions versus listening to the facts. Men, we can be very factual with each other. What are the stats? Who scored this? What was that? How much did you make? But I think women are a little bit different in how we communicate with them. And so I think, and there's been a couple of women who've came on some of his shows in recent weeks who very well articulated that, hey, Kevin, maybe you're right. The facts are right. But how you're delivering it, it sounds so harsh that will it actually penetrate into the minds of the people you're trying to actually serve if in good faith you are intending to serve them? And so I think that there's a part of it that's like, hey, I've got to make this entertaining. And so I'm going to make this as brutal as I can while keeping it, you know, above board. He doesn't curse, you know, he curses a little bit here and there. He doesn't call them any names. He does call out the actions and activity more than he does, you know, talk about them in a way that's kind of unkind. But I think that if he really had the intent to actually serve, I think maybe his tone would be, and I've seen him be very patient with people where he shouldn't have been. I think if he showed a little bit more empathetic compassion for people, he wouldn't be as demonized. But at the same time, I think that's a part of why he's been so successful, because it's so harsh and entertaining, and people like to see people getting it taken to them. People like that. That's entertaining to people.
Mm-hmm. Right. There's somebody on Instagram named Lena the Money Girl who has a lot to say in the comments. Bringeth your black ass on. Bring your ass to blackpeoplefirst.com and have a conversation. All of this, oh, he don't pay child support, he don't do this, he don't do that. Does that change facts? I'm not talking about a messenger. I'm talking about facts. Like, for example, this is a canister of Blistex Lip Med-X. Whether you like my delivery, whether you like what I have to say, whether you feel I'm women bashing or this, that, and the other, none of that. Bring your black womanly ass on. Does any of that change the fact that this is still a canister of Blistex Lip Med-X? And the answer is an emphatic no. If you're talking about me, I don't need to pay child support. I take care of my kids. I'm rich. So again, I am not doing lives on Instagram. If you want to come on live, follow instructions. This is the instructions part. Come to blackpeoplefirst.com and bringeth thine ass. It's just that simple. You starting with what? Oh, somebody about to get then humiliate me. She's like, I will humiliate you. Then please humiliate me. I'm begging you.
Yeah,
please humiliate me. Come on.
And I think when people approach conversations with that kind of intent, I think that's why, you got people who jump on his program who literally think, oh, I'm going to get him today. And I think that's not approaching things in good faith either. So I think whenever he's faced with that, he's going to go in on you, and it's his program. So ultimately he gets the final word. He can cut you off and then continue talking. And I think that a lot of women, they jump on his platform, but I feel like a lot of them are lacking emotional intelligence and emotional development. And he's taking advantage of that for his gain. More power to him. I think he's putting out a positive message. I think there are things happening that are positive with people coming together because they're realizing the folly of their ways. And us as Black people need to realize, in a sense, that we're all we got, right? In the sense that we have to learn to communicate and relate to each other better for better outcomes. I just think that his delivery at times is so harsh, it hurts certain people's feelings. And especially if you're a woman, you feel like, well, he's bashing all women. No, he's bashing the women who are taking that approach that is not going to benefit them. My mother was a single mother. She was married 3 times, but at times her attitude, right, drove certain men away, right? I witnessed it. But as my mother developed herself, my mother was a recovering addict. She had 4 kids. She was on crack for 5 years. As she developed herself emotionally, her relationships improved. And her last marriage only ended because the gentleman passed away from a heart attack. But she had to correct the emotional baggage. She had to let that go. She had to develop as a human. She had to develop emotional intelligence. And I think we need more of that. He recommends therapy oftentimes, which I think is a good thing. But I think there's not enough emotional intelligence being developed in our communities. And that's what's causing the divide in our relationships.
I agree with that. Oh, this lady says, oh, this is great. You'll love this one. She says, what did she say? I want to go back. She says, you are not rich. She said, a rich man is busy working, stacking, and building. No. See, I worked and I stacked and I built for 30 years. I have employees now. I have money in 6 banks. I've got $32,000 watches sitting on this table, minding my business. I have the actual $1 million championship behind me. I'm pretty sure I do better than you. I could pull out any one of my bank accounts, and I guarantee you there's more money in there than in your entire life. But again, I have nothing to prove to mediocre people. Bringeth thine ass to blackpeoplefirst.com. The trolls really are just annoying to me because it's pathetic. All you want to say is, oh, you got as rich as a fetus. Okay, whatever you want to say, boo-boo. My whole thing is the truth of the matter is your mother should have swallowed. So thanks for coming. Bye-bye. See you later. I see Jeff Brown in here. Jeff Brown, bring your ass to Black People First.
I know my boy Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is my man's in there.
Yeah, he's a Marine. He's a Marine too, and we're both comedians as well.
Yes, indeed. Well, so am I. No, she's
not.
I
know, brother.
Yeah, no, she. Rico says Dave, she's not worth it. I know. She don't know. Like a lot of times people think I'm not Kevin Samuels, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm a completely different animal. I'm a whole different level of asshole that you don't want no part of this smoke. Jeff Brown, why aren't you on blackpeoplefirst.com so you can get on this broadcast? Child, listen.
Hey, brother, I want to give you a shout out too, man. I want to give you some of your flowers, man. I bought one of your books. I got one of your books on sales. Oh man, I got so many books over here. Let me look and find it. But I want to say, man, I appreciate the transparency in your journey. I've heard the things you've overcome. I've listened to some of your interviews. I look up to you, man, and you know what I'm doing in business. I hope to follow in your footsteps, brother, because you're doing some good stuff.
Please do better than what I do. I love this one. She says, that sounds like a PPP scam flex. That's so funny. I will give you $10,000 cash right now if you can find where I got a PPP loan. Right? I'm just waiting. When did that happen? Somebody told me. No, I love it. Bringeth thine ass, but you won't. Wealth produces a different mindset. Baby, you have no idea about my mindset. While I'm sitting here talking to you, aqueducts in Peru are getting built. I'm sitting here talking to you. There's an entire radio station in Ghana being built right now, working on documentaries and other shit. But again, because you won't get on here, you're living proof that your mama should have swallowed. So thank you very much. Go fuck yourself. Find something better to do. Oh, look, Jeff Brown's in the building. Crazy.
Oh, he cut the hair off too. Okay. Last time I saw him, he had a full head of hair.
Yeah. Ooh, just like that. The trolls are going. Jeff? Uh-oh.
Jeff got to get his audio right.
Right.
Go to your cam mic settings, click on audio, and make sure you got the correct.
Oh no, bro! I'm knowing. I just couldn't.
Yes.
QMix has this glitch where you can't get to the GUI. You have to play around and get it back up. But brothers, I'll be right back. I just got a call from Mrs. Brown that there's a noise in my garage that the dog don't like. So me and Hattie made a 12 gauge. About to go downstairs. I'll be right back.
Hey man, listen. That's how we do. All right, I see Mont is here. Let's see what Mont's talking about. Mont, hello.
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. What's going on?
Nothing, man. I'm just new. I see you on Instagram, and I just said, let me check this out.
Hey, man. Well, good to see you. Did you have anything to contribute to the conversation?
Not at this moment. I'm just listening, just being an innocent bystander.
I can dig that. Thanks so much for watching, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you.
My man. Yeah, buddy. So I'll wait for Jamar to come back. When everybody comes back, I'll bring him back on. So yeah, man, let me see. We got some comments up in here. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, man. No, it's a beautiful thing, man. When you see brothers valuing each other, it's so important. We really, really love that. But yeah, I'm trying to find out, you know, what is wrong with accountability? Is there a problem with accountability? Now, let me throw a monkey wrench into this situation. Thanks, Katrina, for the badge. Let me throw a monkey wrench into the situation. Is it a world where are you team Umar Johnson? Why or why not? Like, I'm curious to know, you know, who's on here. And make sure when you go to blackpeoplefirst.com, you have your camera and your audio and all that stuff hooked up so we can have ourselves a good time, because I love talking to the people. I want to make sure that everybody who's watching online can hear and see me. Because that's important. So just let me know in the comments if you can hear and see me, what's going on, what's popping with you, all that good stuff. Like, I would love to make sure that you are up here and you're able to get what's going on. Early childhood enthusiast says, I don't even think it's about accountability for the most part. You know. Rico said, when it comes to Umar, where's the school? Where is the school? I would love to know for the Umar supporters, what is your response to where's the school? Because that is That is a very interesting question. And yeah, like She Love Money says Dr. Umar would chew him up. Okay, well, I mean, come on to Black People First. I would love to hear that. I would definitely love to hear that. Somebody says, where is Kevin's back child support? I don't know. I have no idea. Are you Kevin's baby mama? Then why should you care? Rashida says, it's in Delaware. If it's not open, like, here's the thing, right? You've got, what is that kid's name? Hold on. What is that kid's name? Let's see because he's 21 years old. He was just on the thing with Roland Martin, and he ethered Roland Martin. I can never call that young man's name. He's got that program, The X for Boys. I cannot call his name for the life of me. You know. And yeah, that's my point. Who gives a fuck about his back child support? Why does there need to be competition? They both bring good points at times and questionable ones as well. Absolutely, I completely agree with that. My issue is whether or not it's a situation that makes sense. Yo.
Yeah, brother, false alarm, but that is the gig.
Hey, listen, that's what it means to be the protector, brother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go in there just like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Gotta go in hard. Oh, brother, the name you're looking for is King Randall.
King Randall. So let me get this straight. I'm gonna ask you, Jeff. Right?
Yes, sir.
So Umar's been talking about the school, by my estimation, for at least the past couple of years. Okay. Right? Okay. He has raised a couple $100,000 for the school. And now that he's done that, now he needs money to get the school up to code.
Okay.
Now, you know, I don't know everything, but I would imagine that at some point you would have factored the getting the building up to code part in your fundraising.
Well, I think that Umar has sadly, and yo, Jamar, bro, you look great.
Hey,
you look
appreciate
like
Another dude.
All right, Devil Dog, I'm back to it.
Yes, sir.
I'm running a PFT every couple of weeks.
That's what's up.
No, I mean, as in my every workout every other day regimen. But at any rate, yeah, your man Umar. I am a huge Dr. Umar Johnson supporter. However, I think he shot himself in the foot by being just a bit too human for his mission. And that shouldn't be the case, because we fellow humans should find a way around dealing with his ego and find a way around dealing with the fact that he likes pussy, and find a way around. God damn, Dave, you coming down too? Shit, we about to, nigga.
Hey, bro, listen, 3 miles a day, homie. I'm in that iron paradise every day, clanging and banging, homie.
All right, I'm in.
I'm down 55 pounds.
Bruh.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
You could easily say, I'm just changing to my next duty station as a corporal. I think I'm gonna pick up sergeant when I get to Hawaii. You could say that, which is some shit a dude 15, 20 years younger than him should be talking. He knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I think that he was a little bit, his message is right, but he showed a little bit too much humanity, I think, for his own good, and that's why he stalled on the money. That's why if he could have Barack Obama'd him a little bit, as in finessed him that way a little more, if he could have been smoothed around the edges, he probably would have got more money. But he came through the door with a shotgun.
Right.
And a lot of motherfuckers is mad about that.
you can't come through the door with a shotgun without having a business to support you. Meaning, if you don't have you need fuck you money before you can start talking like that. Because if you talking like that, but then you asking for donations, that is the definition of you can't stand on your own too. Because if you had something of value to offer people, they would have to buy it. They gotta have what you got. Sure. And now you're not asking for money. But it's funny when you got money is now you can get your friends together. And I'm on the board of a couple nonprofits, so I know how it's done. The dude with the most money goes to his friends who also have a little bit of money, and he says, "Hey, come together on this. I'm gonna make sure your business eats next year."
Wow,
that's how we do.
Bruh.
Listen, I got a homeboy right now, right, who bought 50 of my books. I'm buying 100 of his. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the game is played.
Niggas don't understand that.
Pay to play. Pay to play.
Let's talk about the ledger in a second. The importance of the ledger. Let's go back. Jamar, bruh, something you just said about Umar's. Just repeat what you said, because I'm high.
You gotta have a business. See, like I supported my brother because he was spitting game. And see, the game is to be sold, not told.
Right.
So if someone is giving you game, that's just a fraction of the wisdom that they possess. Then you need to invest to learn more of what they know and then apply that to what you're doing, and then that helps you elevate. That's really the game. And so you got a lot of brothers who run around. And listen, we've been doing comedy. You've been doing comedy for 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Right. And even to this day, when I put together events in LA, all my white people, my white brothers, how much is the ticket? Bing, bing. They paid. They coming. They on the way to the show. Some of my black brothers, yo, can you get me and like 5 other people in? And it's like,
well, now what you got it now. Now we going down an entirely different road.
And I'm talking about business, because I'm trying to run a business, and part of that business is bringing people together to have a good time, network, connect, grow your business at my business.
Absolutely.
But you trying to get in on the
what you are talking about is the attempt to meld 2 different states of consciousness. One of you is working from a position of prosperity. The other from the mindset of lack.
I agree.
Well,
when you now we're not going to talk about what created this lack and that it's generational and that no fuck where it came from. Let's talk about what it is.
Yeah.
It's generations of lack to where they have been injected with this lack poison on a heavier scale than the 3 brothers in this room right now. Because we somehow broke the curse and can understand the importance of balancing the ledger. That's what I was going to say, Dave, is it's so they don't understand the importance of when Dave comes out with a book. Me and Jamar, not as his friends, are going to ask for free books. Instead, what we will do is see what non-for-profit organizations we can buy 10 of Dave's books for and write off giving to a non-for-profit. Because what happens then is I get a tax write-off, and when Dave goes in and he needs to get a bigger deal, he can literally show by at least 20 more books between me and Jamar that he is that much closer. Because then when I need my shit that I'm selling, he's going to buy it from me. The same way Filipinos will take and go, okay, we each got $5,000. We going to take this 20 grand and put it in Sister Susie's account and let it sit there so the bank thinks she has 20 grand saved that she don't want to put down. Then when she gets her house, we're going to put it over in your, and then the next thing you know, in 2 years, everybody got a house off the same fucking funky ass 40 grand.
Yep. Collaboration. Collaboration and cooperation. That's how some people get citizenship in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, if you go up and if you see what a lot of the Chinese do is they go buy a house for $500,000 or more, that family after 1 year gets their citizenship expedited as property owning citizens.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it works. So the thing of it is, I got people over here on Instagram saying, "Hey, yeah, like I've been donating to Umar for this school for 10 years." Somebody said I was 29 when I started. Now I'm 40. That's a damn shame. Like all he needed to do, like all homeboy had to do was come down the street, sit downtown with me, and I'd have told him what you need to do is do rounds. Like when we created Spreaker, the first thing we did was say, okay, let's go and create a first round, for donations, and then, when we hit these benchmarks, we're going to need our second round of seed money to do X, Y, and Z, right? And at that point, then we went and, did the deal with iHeart, and then after that, we went and bought Blog Talk. So there is a strategy in place that people can see. Shit, even with a Kickstarter, you can go, hey, if you donate this, I will get that. But you look janky as fuck. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. You look janky as fuck when you talking about, I'm going to build a school in the name of Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Michael Jackson's Ghost, and the Elephant Man's Bones, but you're getting those donations on PayPal and Cash App, and you haven't been able to bust open a book. Like I can show you where, when I did Black Boys Win, when I started Black Boys Win, I can show you where every dollar went. You see what I'm saying? Like if I can't show you where the money is, and you got black people who want to see where the money is, and black people, if black people give you 30 cents and a half-eaten now later, they want to know where the fuck the goofy grape half-eaten now later went.
What is these bite marks on this now and later, and why don't they match upper and lower? My son is a dental assistant.
Nigga, this right here, this is not a bicuspid.
Right. Hey, nigga, you get niggas money? Ooh, we.
All of a sudden, everybody's a goddamn, forensic accountant in this bitch. And that's where he fucked up as far as I'm concerned, And like, you don't have anything. And now you're going on saying, yeah, we got this money, this, that, and the third. And then here's where he loses me in the Kevin Samuels argument. Umar's like, well, yeah, he's making black women feel bad and getting them to give him money. But I'm like, you're making black women feel good and getting them to give you money. There's a video of you going, donations, gifts. Are you the pot or the kettle here, homeboy?
Well, here's where I am with both of them. Are we willing to entertain the possibility that where both of them are wrong, they are wrong, and where both of them are right, they are right?
Well, where's Kevin wrong? I just want to know, Jeff, from your perspective, where do you feel Kevin is wrong?
I feel that Kevin sometimes is grooming women for capitulators. He's making a capitulation farm. This concept of the way he thinks, I think, is fantastic. It's right now. He almost makes concubines of attractive black women, and he relegates. It's almost like he's creating black classism with regard to the instructions that he gives to black women. Now, is he wrong about they fucking ways? Hell no. Is he wrong about them being disillusioned about their net worth? Hell no. Is he wrong about the fact that they gonna need to change their goddamn ways or spend very many weekends with the single woman starter kit? A copy of Waiting to Exhale, a vibrator, and a can of Fancy Feast. Hell no, he is not. He's not wrong about any of that shit. What I think he's wrong about is setting sisters up for some type of capitulation in this capitalist system. In a feudal system, nigga, I am with you. When this shit falls on its face, he's exactly right. Right now, I don't think so.
But I think that it's kind of there now for many people. And what I mean by that is if you're there's so many people without skills in this society. There's so many people who lack creativity. Part of it because they were taught it in school. Part of it is because it wasn't nurtured, it wasn't cultivated in their home life, and then on their own they didn't seek it. See, my mother told me one thing. My mother's going on 28 years clean of crack cocaine.
Wow.
She says when you are an adult, you have to learn how to parent yourself.
Uh-oh.
And if you don't possess the skills and the tool sets and you're not seeking them, you're in trouble. And so if you lack skills, right? Skills pay the bills. If you lack skills, your value is diminished in the marketplace. And so you're left with the scraps. So I think the main crux of what he's trying to get at is without skills, you got to humble yourself down and realize you're not quite as valuable in the marketplace as you think you are.
Absolutely.
And if you have a realistic, if you know where you really rate, that's the best position to be able to go over to find a mate that's adequate to your level. And or if you're going to reach up, realize that you're going to have to put up with some stuff that you might not want to. But if you had a higher value, you wouldn't have that option. You would have a better option.
Right, real quick. Real Black Hair's been waiting to talk.
Oh, yeah.
What up, Real Black Hair?
Hey, sister.
Am I on?
You are on. What's going on?
No, I'm just enjoying the conversation, and I know I just started really looking at his videos, Mr. Samuel videos, and I don't know. I come from a world like that, and I'm like that. A lot of people don't like my directness, how I talk and how I teach, but I was kind of raised by people like him that kind of talk direct at you and tell you the truth. And I do feel the harshness, but it's real at the same time. So I kind of enjoy the way he talks to people, not because it's funny or like that, because I learned from it myself psychologically, because a lot of stuff that he says is true, and it just gives you, bypassing his tone, like you said, the person that's saying how he's saying it, I really hear what he's saying, and it's like, damn, like, okay, he really, like, you could take something from it and grow from it instead of taking the negative from it, because I really like how I've grown myself to another level of understanding of communication, so it doesn't bother me. And again, because I probably come off like that to people too, but I love it because I learned from it, and how to receive information without letting it bother me. So I don't know. I don't want to say he's wrong. I just say it's the truth. And sometimes we got to understand the way we receive. You got to be accountable how you receive communication. You're responsible as well. So,
amen on that, sister.
Okay.
It's about how you receive. You get to choose how you received the message. Through your perception, through your perspective on reality, you get to choose. Well, is this really hurt my feelings, or was there really a greater message that I need to understand? Listen to the message. Listen to the message and not the messenger.
Right, because I have that problem as well in my teachings of me trying to, restore my people in my business. And they always, with that, the way you said it, okay. But, okay. Well, I mean, if we follow directions and we just try to get right to it, then, we'll you know what I'm saying, heal. We'll get better. Like I said, I really like how he touches on the points. And again, it is good practice for anybody mentally to even get over it. Because in life, you're going to have people like that on your job. Like, you know what I mean? Use that as practice of having self-control of people in your life that you are going to meet like that. And don't take it personal. Just open your mind and just look at them, and receive the information and be like, okay. And I believe that if it's not you, then you shouldn't be mad. Like if
it don't apply, let it fly.
Right.
If it don't apply, if it don't apply, let it fly. Sorry. Right. And a lot of times it applies, but they can't take it as, well, let me see, he got a point, but if I can't change that, that's okay. And then if we didn't learn that, that's okay too, because a lot of times we didn't learn it as growing up. But what he's speaking facts about now is try to utilize what he said and change it if you want to. Now,
for those of you who want to comment or be a part of the show, a lot of people in the comments are like, well, it's the truth for whom? My whole thing is, come on the show and make your point. Because my whole thing is, and people talking about, somebody said this one was great. Said, what was it? How a message is given, and I guess they're trying to say it's just as important as the message. No, it's not. If I'm saying, look, bitch, you're going to die. You don't have to like the fact that I called you a bitch. But if I prevented you from dying, it doesn't matter whether you like the message or not. That's just me personally. You know, like sometimes we get like it's always got to be dressed up in the way you want it. What's up?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Gary V. That's my guy. Gary V says it all the time. We have people that'll passively say stuff sweet, but it's to harm you. And I know a lot of people that try to manipulate, be nice, but they're not giving you any information. But they're stringing you along and trying to be like and sugarcoat stuff, and it's not helping you. You know what I mean?
The setup. Yep.
Man. So what's the difference between that? When you bypassing me, sweet talking me, and then I'm not getting no results, so I'm staying a dummy. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. So it's how are you going to take it? And the people that try to talk sweet to you is going to manipulate you and stagnate you, and then you're not going to get it versus somebody telling you straight on, and you're going to hurry up and get it fixed and done. But you worry about the tone or the bass or the music ain't right for you, how he said it. But what did he say?
I agree.
Well,
get out of their feelings.
On some to put this where the Bible bumpers can get it, to the Hoda de Boko Shahs out there.
Yeah, the Boko Shah.
To the Hoda de Boko Shahs. When the truth brought to you the wrong way rattles your cage or takes you out of your game, guess what you just told the enemy? Exactly where to hide all your truth. Mm-hmm. You have now told the enemy that you are going to be easily, eternally lost because all I have to do is put the word bitch or motherfucker on the truth and you will throw it out. So I know right where to put your truth. I'm going to put it right where you won't look. I'm going to put it right with that family of 3 that you leave church in your silver Range Rover every Sunday by your lonely, selfish ass self and don't get him a ride. I'm going to put the truth in her mouth that you're not going to fucking hear.
Yeah.
That's all I got to do is put the truth in places that I know you and your bullshit won't allow you to go.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
Yeah. That's it.
Yes.
Not that hard.
They play so fine, don't you agree?
Right? WWSD, what would Satan do? That's what Satan would do.
Oh my God, did you say what would Satan do?
What would Satan do? That's what he'd do.
Boy, listen, I'm here to tell y'all, somebody like I'm so sick of us wanting our feelings to matter more than actual facts. Here's some feelings. Your grandmama didn't have to have her foot chopped off if y'all to stop putting the fat back in the greens. Oh, I'm sorry. That just that one right there probably just that. Ooh, he kept that little Boko shot. That just shattered somebody's dreams right there. That's just horrible. But what you gonna do? Like I don't know what to tell you. You know, like it's not okay to have 15 baby daddies. Sorry, it's just not. You know, so I don't know what folks was expecting. Said Jeff got me speaking the tongue wrong. I keep telling the book should have come in the Honda. Mama say, Mama Samba, Mama. Idiot.
Oh, there you go. Hey, should have come in the Chevy. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't have much faith in disconnecting people. I think now we are here to guide the unplugged.
Listen, somebody's got to do it. Somebody has got to do it. And my whole thing is this, right? I think that a lot of times, and you know, Jamar's been talking a lot about what his mama said. I'm going to tell you what my mama used to tell me. He said, David, black people so starving for something that they don't even know what they have. She said a lot of times you could take shit, whip it up, put it in a crystal dish, put whipped cream on it, put a cherry on it, and tell them it's chocolate mousse. And you get them to eat it long enough and more consistently enough. After a while, when real chocolate mousse shows up, they're like, "The fuck is this shit,
nigga? Your breath don't smell like shit."
All trying to be bougie and shit.
I'm off that mousse, nigga. That's why my breath smell like that. That mousse, nigga.
That mousse.
I'm off that mousse. Fuck my skin. I know I got skin like an alligator from eating shit, but fuck all y'all. I'm off that mousse, nigga. I'm off that mousse. Off that mousse, nigga. That's not a bad idea. If we can get shallow niggas to eat shit and die, shit pops, just make them $175, put an expensive label on them.
Yeah, put an LV, put a Louis V.
We put a Louis Vuitton. Are we helping? Yeah, I am willing to help Agenda 21 a little bit. I'm willing to help them out.
Yo, I got a brother who makes six figures, has 6 figures worth of Louis V, Gucci, and all of the good stuff, and lives with my mother still. Would he be the type of...
But he gotta look good for the bitches.
Jamal. Oh, he gotta go.
He gotta look good for the bitches. Gotta go.
He looks like he eats shit. He's got that big gut.
Well, brother, I'm gonna tell you what. Those people, the people who have to be convinced to take care of their bodies, to abandon animal protein, to stop eating animals, to disregard what they see in the public, to not take that goddamn zombie juice, if you have to be zombie juice, nigga, watch, give it a year, give it 2 years. You might see what's gonna happen. These some bitches is programmed. Watch, we're gonna be on some Stepford Wives type shit. Anyway, yes, right? Okay. I'm telling you what. You better get your ammunition now. Anyway, there is a big arm coming that is going to sweep off 2/3 of the Earth's population. That is a for real number. 2/3 of the Earth's population is not black.
Culling. That's a culling.
Yes. They are coming for the useless eaters, brother. And if you out here sweating a job, God bless you. You shit poppers, God bless you. I think we're on to something with them shit pops, Dave.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's our own Boondocks.
Yep.
Dave, God damn it, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Dave.
Yes, sir.
That's a fucking animated something we need to fuck with, sir.
We'll fuck with that immediately.
Okay?
I'll fuck with that immediately.
For those of you who do not know, I am neck deep in the getting down with Dave on some positively black, incredible shit and making an incredible media universe that's just black and fucking dope.
Black and dope shit. So good. Man.
Black and dope. Black and dope shit. I like that. Black and dope.
Black and dope shit.
Black and dope shit.
We do these shows. Yo, the people on Instagram said, he said, "God damn it, Dave." Yo, that should really be. I need to get that. I'm gonna put that on my sound effects. Whenever I say something important, it's going to hit it.
Okay.
Dave, need that. Yeah, man. I'm really curious. There's been somebody been sitting backstage this whole time. King, I don't know what's going on. King, hello. Okay, I guess King wanted to leave. I guess the King got off the phone. But yeah, I got to tell y'all something. I want to shout out to Tabitha Brown. Vegan Chef Tabitha Brown. I don't know if y'all familiar with her. Let me tell you darkly something. Okay, she has this recipe. Whoa, there's a lot going on in Real Black Hair, so I'm gonna just go ahead and mute that. She has a recipe for vegan deviled eggs.
Ooh,
I made them shits today. Nigga.
What is this double talk you speak of, and where can I find such a recipe?
My nigga, it's very simple. You get yourself some white mushrooms. You will take out the stems. You stick the white mushrooms. You stick all of the white mushrooms in pica juice. Okay? Then you get some chickpeas, known by the fancy niggas as garbanzo beans. And
Yes.
you take them and vegan mayonnaise, right? And
Absolutely.
some relish, and you put them in the Vitamix, and you spin it until it gets a smooth egg-like texture, along with some black salt that you can get from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's.
Nigga.
Then, Nika,
Oh, that is more.
it's much more. Oh, wait, I have a lot more to tell you, like that. So then, you take that mixture, you put it in a bowl. You put it all in a bowl. You have to scrape out the sides,
Scrape it.
scrape the sides of the Vitamix, or the regular blender for your cheap ghetto Negroes.
I am high. When I get high, I lick the bowl. There is nothing in the bowl.
There is a blade at the bottom of the Vitamix. I don't know if your tongue can go that far, but it's my height.
I am a talented. Okay, keep going.
So what happens is you take that and then you put mustard. You put mustard.
I love mustard.
Right? And then you take dill. You put the dill. What's the dill? No, dill. D-I-L-L. You put the dill in there. Now, because I am extra black, I put 3 drops of Frank's Red Hot sauce in there. Okay? It was quite delicious. Then you take your mixture and you can put it back in the refrigerator, or you can put them into the pickled mushroom cups, and then you top it off. Jeff, this is the part where it gets very, very exciting. You, at that point, you take smoked paprika. You take the smoked paprika and you put it on top of the deviled eggs. It is so good.
Smoked
So good.
paprika.
It will change your life. I am telling you, you will start hitting motherfuckers with blow darts from 375 yards.
That is an awful bold statement.
I'm sorry, I thought I felt your dart from here.
That was dope. That was kind of dope.
Bro.
I gotta get
Bro.
where officially is that recipe?
You can get it on Tabitha Brown's Facebook, and I'll send you a link. I found it online as well, like with the ingredients and the measurements all measured out. Nigga, I got a whole bunch of that egg mixture chilling in the fridge right now, and a whole another set of mushroom caps in the pickle juice. Like, this vegan shit gets a lot easier when you're able to fucking do the shit. Like,
When you can
I
be
had,
creative and find ways. Yeah.
you know, now I'm gonna tell y'all new vegans, because you new vegans is worse than baby Christians. You new vegans, y'all can't eat Beyond Meat every day, dumb bitch.
You're not supposed to be eating it at all.
You really should. You know, I treat it like a period. I have it once a month. You know, and then I let that shit go. But yeah, man, like, there's so much shit you can do.
How many down are you, man? How many down are you?
83.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So, whew, that black salt though. Oh, and I got that smoked black salt, nigga.
Smoked
Bro,
black salt.
Bro, you'd be amazed what you find in Trader Joe's just by looking.
Okay. That's a Trader Joe's. I thought you was gonna tell me that's some Indian joint that's only back east. So you had to put something in a box for me. But you're telling me that's a Trader Joe's item.
Trader Joe's. It was either Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. I got it off of Amazon. Whole Foods.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, I will
So
go.
good.
Oh, excuse me.
So good, man. And then if it's a little too, if the egg is too thick in the Vitamix, you just pour a little pickle juice up in there and you wear that bad boy around. Let me tell you, it'll change your life.
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha Brown.
I appreciate all the game tonight, fellas. Miss Real Black Hair, it was a pleasure sharing the stage with you this evening. I wish you all a fair ado. I'm about to go break my fast. See, I intermittent fast. I'm on 20 hours straight right now.
My man. What did you?
Yes,
okay, bro, you gotta. Okay, no. We can't let you go. Not just yet. Dave.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have New Year's footage of this young man from just, what is it getting to be, 2 years ago now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did a motivational speech together that was really dope for an insurance company.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
tax company,
tax company, yeah. When I tell you that this dude did not look bad, then he looked like a fullback. He's more Bo Jackson then.
I went to Auburn too.
Now he's more John Bones Jones.
Oh yeah.
Lean and mean.
We need to see that, Devil Dog. You got to talk about that, man. You got to talk real quick, just real quick. You got to lay that down.
Man, I mean, listen, like I said, I'm trying to follow Dave's footsteps. You know, I've been doing digital marketing and motivational speaking since I was 18. I'm 41 now. So that's 23 years of speaking, 16 years of stand-up. And right now I'm actually the chief marketing officer for the second largest cannabis grower in California, looking for strategic partners. So, we're trying to make sure, that we tap into that. You know, it's an $8 billion marketplace right now. The legal cannabis business is going to be at $25 billion by 2025. So, I mean, I've got the ultimate plug for those who want to do things legitimately. And California is a pool with 40 million people. We're expanding into Nevada. We're expanding into Arizona. And eventually the entire country as the federal wall comes down, which probably won't be until the re-election of this current Democratic cycle, because we know that that's the kind of the card they're trying to hold. But the fact that that the federal wall is still up gives us so many capabilities to build up brand equity in the hearts and minds of people, and the product will find its way wherever it needs to go.
Oh no! Wait! Hold on! Wait! Joe! We did it, Joe! Wasn't sure. I gotta get that Kamala in. Raquel just popped on. What's up, Raquel?
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. What's going on with you?
I'm just enjoying the conversation tonight, and just decided to log in here rather than just on Facebook.
Okay, so you just want to watch. You didn't really want to come in.
Yeah, I had some comments earlier, but you guys have left that subject and went to something else by now. But I'll chime in.
Go back.
We go back.
This is real time.
Is there little kids around you, Raquel? I hear little kids. Ain't no little kids?
No.
Fuck these niggas. We'll turn make a U-turn shit. Come on.
I was listening earlier to your comments on Kevin Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's saying anything wrong. So I actually agree a lot with you guys. And it's true that a lot of people get hung up with their emotions, as Jamar spoke of, emotional intelligence. But one thing that I do think that nobody really wants to talk about is that there are several of our sisters that are not used to being told the truth. I really believe that. And so they have a tough time absorbing it, and receiving, because there's a lot of people that can hear stuff all the time, but they don't know how to receive.
Hard-headed heifers.
They
Jesus.
Yes, hard-headed heifers.
Hard-headed heifers.
And I say we because I'm a sister too, but we have this thing like we're not told the truth a lot. We're not called to the carpet on some shit you did.
Girlfriends ain't calling them out, Lord. Yes,
no, and the women ain't calling them out either. There was a sister that was on the show. I don't know what show it was, but I know I was probably looking at a recording. And this woman had the hardest time agreeing with him about, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was right now. It's escaping me. But she wanted to say yes, but it was like she couldn't bring herself to say it.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. I'm like, what? The answer is yes, girl. What is it why can't you say? Do you feel like you're betraying your sisters or something? The truth is the truth.
I got to say this, Raquel, and it is time for this thinking of yours, that sisters are beginning to break this circle that I used to say would happen, that usually classy, intelligent, articulate, eloquent queens like yourself, whenever we would go to speak about the horribles, y'all will circle the wagons around them. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Whoa. We're not talking about about you. We talking about that heifer behind you that know we talking about her, that has taken the privilege to hide behind what you are as a mother, what you are as a wife, what you are as a girlfriend, what you are as a professional. She is hiding behind the best of you, and the best of you are letting her instead of going, hey, bitch, no, we not. You like, you'll see. Every pack of girls I know, every clique of girls got one hoe in it. So that they got somebody they can all point to that's a hoe. And they use her dick count to stay above.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, excuse me, below. We're going to stay below Valerie's dick count. That make me, so we're going to keep Valerie around. Ooh, so we can later go, ooh, that bitch. But you're not going to check Valerie about how she talked to her kids. You ain't going to check Valerie about how she carry herself. You just keep her around to be the mascot of y'all team. That shit is coming to a close.
That's like measuring stick.
Yes. Yes.
And the thing is men, from a leadership standpoint, if there's a dude around you that you can't check, he's a liability and he has to go. Or you remove yourself from the situation. Liabilities must be removed. Assets only. And a lot of women have allowed other women to not be assets, to be complete liabilities. And there's a reckoning that comes. And for me, I think about the children, you know, because if my mother hadn't gotten clean, hadn't sought the therapy, the counseling, the Narcotics Anonymous meeting, if she hadn't done that work, then I would have been that 13, 14-year-old kid who at one point was running the streets, trying to war with everybody, robbing and stealing. And then when I spent the night in jail, because when I came out that next following day, my mother came to pick me up with my uncle. My uncle, he did all the talking. My mother was silent. And that was the scariest thing in my life. I was like, she's not speaking. What's going to happen to me? And for 30 days, she put me on punishment. And because she had grown and matured emotionally, she realized she couldn't resort to just beating my ass. She realized that she needed to help me understand that I will not be a bum the way my father was and the choices he made that got him murdered. I would be forced to do the right thing or I would never see the light of day in them streets again.
That's right.
And that
ended up with Valerie.
Yep.
I also would like to say that it's so many people that want certain things. Oh, I want this and I want that. And I want to, because he talks a lot. I think his platform is kind of morphed into talking about these women that want these quote unquote high value men. It's kind of morphed into that because he wasn't always talking about it.
Yes.
But
you're right.
Since he talks about it so much now, it's quite entertaining for me to look and see how many women called there and asked for that. You know, that's what they're looking for. But nobody is willing to do the work to even fit in some of those statuses that they're looking for.
No, because here's the thing, that there's strong independent women who make $35,000 a year as a high school guidance counselor that turn their nose up at trash men and mail carriers and you know the guy who works at UPS or the guy who is cutting the steaks at Outback. Oh no, he's not sexy enough. You know, like they got to go down to All Star and get them a baller, and all the ballers are doing is just how can I put this delicately?
Yeah.
So you can take your modern independent ass and get it blown out, I guess. But
let's just be clear about a couple things first.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
One, there's no such thing as a side dude. You just got two dudes fucking you. There's two dudes fucking you. You don't have a side dude. Two women and a man is a menage a trois. Two dudes and a woman? That's a train. Okay, get this shit straight. This shit straight. Great news, the absolute great news is that every woman faces this day. It is the day that you put your sharpest, flyest shit on and walk into a room and no one gives a fuck. What do you have in your social skills bank? How many people can stand to talk to you for 30 minutes?
Right.
Who can trust you? How many people don't have that bitch Valerie story about you? Because on that day, you're going to have to start needing them people. And it happens to almost all of us. Almost all of us get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Ooh, that right there, that was heavy. That was absolutely heavy.
That was real.
Well, I mean, where Kevin?
Well, Rashida mentioned something here, that she hasn't heard anyone talk about mindset shifts, and I think that's a part of Kevin Samuel's not really showing all the messages he does get of women saying, "Hey, I appreciate this. You helped save my marriage." Now, maybe there aren't as many of those stories as there are with the ones we're seeing where it's a train wreck. But I think there are a lot of people. There's enough. Well, listen. I've shared his content with people in my circle and had conversations, and I've seen certain women change some of their viewpoints. Not necessarily, I'm gonna go get this low level guy, but I've seen them kind of soften their feeling like they can have it all. I think there's something that happens, there's women now that are turning 40 and like, I'm gonna freeze my eggs. Like, when you gonna have this kid? When you're 50? Like, come on, stop playing.
You're gonna be 65 dealing with a 15-year-old?
You know what I mean? Like,
I think he is talking about mindset shift.
I think he is.
In such a way that he's presented it in a way that we're not used to receiving it.
Yeah.
But we can't hear the story behind the mind shift because we're emotional about what he's saying in his delivery. But
I agree.
About enough to get you to think and to grab some nuggets and actually use them. But folks are not using it. They're getting angry. I think he is talking about mindset.
I agree with you, Raquel. He's rattling the cage because this is we are already off the cliff. The black marriage rate is 30% right now in America. Right? 30%. So we're already off the cliff. This is ring the alarm. This is listen, this is 4-star urgency needs to be on point right now, right?
Yeah, it needs the cage needs to be rattled.
It needs to be rattled. But one thing, Jeff, before this we jump in, one thing. When you look at the state of the relationships that we have, you got to understand that you got people from other cultures. The black man is the most desirable man, believe it or not. Economics notwithstanding, we can go anywhere in the world and there's gonna be women that pull up on us.
Yeah, true.
It's not the same for the black woman. It is not the same. And so with that, you would think that black women would actually cherish the black man a little bit more than they tend to. It's like, if you're not a baller, you're chopped liver. And so I'm off to the next. I'm looking for my king. And it's like, wait a minute, the guy can be a prince. It's so disrespectful. And I'm someone growing up in the hood. I experienced that. I didn't talk the right way. I wasn't hood enough. I was too articulate. And then, so for all of my college years, I mean, I was trying to go after some baddies at Auburn University, but because I didn't play football, I wasn't. It's like the odds of one of these guys making it to the league is less than 5%. You should pick me. I'm about to be an officer. I'm about to get paid. It didn't matter.
Guys, I think
that sound means that they didn't hear shit you said because they were too busy sleeping on you. Sorry about that.
We are discussing a group of people who are going to make themselves socially extinct.
Yes.
The unrealistic North American black woman is on the endangered species list because no one's fucking her anymore. No one has to. There was a time when niggas swung from trees if they fucked anybody but you.
Well,
that day's gone. You really are going to have to. And the wonderful thing about it is when you think about good person to good person, I believe the ratio is about 1 to 1. When you can drop and be who you are in spirit, or 3 to 1 or whatever, because I'm really beginning to believe that the way back to anything for us is polygamy and polyamory. I really do believe that. And just from a mathematical standpoint.
That's what I'm saying, the math.
From the math.
I agree with you on
yes. Well, look, I'm gonna make this point.
Most people would say, "Oh, I know she didn't just say that."
Yes. Oh, yes, you did. Because all you gotta do is be decent at math. Okay. If for every woman, now myself, now I'm out of the game. I'm blissfully married with Mrs. Brown. But for single men, for every woman that says you want a man to yourself, seeing as how you outnumber us eligible men, as in no criminal record, ain't gonna beat your ass, don't live at home with their mama, don't have a job because they're too busy with their purpose, that dude, you outnumber us 8 to 1.
8 to 1.
So if you get one dude, I need 7 women who believe in monogamy to raise their hand to say that they ain't gonna be with a black man for the rest of their life. Because that's what you're saying. When one of you gets one man, 7 of you ain't.
Right.
That's the math.
That's the math. Can I take a step further for a second, though?
Yes, sir.
Somebody said, "Are you devaluing black women?" And the truth of the matter is, how can I devalue black women? It makes absolutely no sense. I create black women. What's wrong with you? Like, love black women. Black women are phenomenal. So did I.
I have a black daughter.
Wait. Some of them.
Not all of them.
We're not devaluing. We're not devalue. If you pull up to, yes, let's equate this, ladies, and you have to understand that you, the unrealistic North American black woman, yes, I'm here. You ladies,
we gotta do that, Jeff.
Understand, we are, yes, come on, dude, come on, in its natural habitat on some Attenborough shit.
Attenborough.
I got a dude, Brett Riley. Shout out to Brett Riley, he'll kill it. Anyway,
mention Sally's.
Okay, yes. Oh, bruh, we got it. Yes. Call me, Jamar. We will write that. Yes. Anyway. I'm losing my train. What were we just discussing, you niggas? I'm high.
Unrealistic.
The
math. Yes. Okay. 8 to 1. No. Okay. Fuck it. Somebody else talk. I lost it.
While we're doing that, I want to make, while Jeff is getting it back, I want to say this really quickly. It's very important that I need folks to understand what's required. If all you're bringing to the table is cooking, cleaning, and sex, I need to let you know that none of those bargaining chips hold up anymore. And I'm going to give you real world examples as to why they do not.
You just described a housekeeper I'm fucking.
Exhibit A. Ladies and gentlemen, DoorDash. That's Exhibit A.
Okay.
Exhibit B. I want y'all to check this one out. This is my new favorite right here. Let me show you this one. This is a phenomenal service that I think everybody needs to have if you haven't had it already, which kind of makes the things that you're talking about bringing to the table obsolete. This is care.com. Housekeeping, special needs. Like,
wait a minute, Dave. There's another one you got to mention. I don't know if you know this one. It's called Snuggler.
Oh yeah, the people that hug.
People come and just cuddle with you. Cuddler.
I heard about
Cuddler.
You fucking with me.
Okay.
Got people doing it.
No.
Listen, you mean I'm out here building all these businesses and I could have just sat at home and hug bitches?
No, if I'm going into my wallet, I'm buying some ass. I'm not buying no hugs. I can go down to the goddamn Salvation Army and get a fucking hug. I can go to my Aunt Ernestine house and get a goddamn hug. I'm gonna pay for a hug, nigga. That's like cat water. You know they sell cat water. That's for white folks. You can sell certain shit.
Cat water.
Cat water.
Is that a euphemism for coochie juice?
No.
Dave, look at that one I just sent you. It's called Cuddlist.com. Cuddlist.com.
That
I'm about to
is
share this shit.
Anglo-Saxon shit right here.
No, they got Black Lives Matter on the front page. They got Black Lives Matter on the front page. Become a cuddlist. You Black Lives Matter. Professional cuddle therapy.
Okay, I'm gonna find a cuddlist.
No, I found it.
Cuddlist. No, Cuddlist.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, you got it.
I'm putting it up right now. Hold on. Here we go.
Look at this. It is the Uber. It's the Uber for cuddling.
This is the kind of shit that a bad economy will breed.
I'm auditioning. Listen, because you getting these arms. Listen.
Oh, nigga.
How you gonna do virtual sessions? How you gonna do virtual sessions?
Okay, I want to order up a midget. I want to order up a midget.
Wait.
I want to order up a Portuguese midget that does not speak English.
You go through their online training. Oh my Lord!
I want a female Portuguese midget juggler.
There's 3 of these folks in Philly. Let's see. Jasmine's a certified cuddlist.
Wow.
How much you get? Well, I'm talking shit. How much they get paid?
You can probably make it. You could probably make your rates.
I'm trying to find this out. This is the most educational shit I've heard. $80 an hour, bitch. That's more than people who pay bridges for the government.
I like how it says out calls. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
we know what we're talking about.
You know, she playing hacky sack with them titties. You know, good damn well what her out calls is about. I'm over it. I've seen it all now. I want to go home.
Hey, I'm taking off, gentlemen, ladies. It was an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I wish you nothing but peace, love, and prosperity.
Okay, I'm gonna get this cuddle, bro.
Yo,
cuddle,
$100. This motherfucker's spending $80. Somebody's just saying a lunch hour thing. $100. $100 for hugging? Yeah, I've been out here giving my hugs for free.
Nigga, that's a
I'm gonna see if I can do some hug repos.
No, nigga, I ain't trying to. No, see, spaceship ain't got no rear view mirrors. I'm looking at tomorrow, nigga. I'm finna start handing out $100 hugs. My hug's is 125. I got it.
I don't need no certification for that.
I'm gonna start a business right now called Grip-A-Wang.
Nigga.
Grip-A-Wang.com.
Grip-A-Wang.
You can't touch me. You can't suck me. You can't fuck, but you can grip-A-wang. You can cop yourself a feel.
Nigga,
right?
Okay.
$150 a wang grab.
Man. It's
right
some bread there, bro.
Listen, I'll even throw in a complimentary mini bottle of cocoa butter.
I'm gonna hug you and give you some advice. And you say, girl, you need to clean this fucking house. It's a goddamn shame you let strangers in.
You HireCare.com.
God damn, yeah, HireCare. Yeah, when I get through with this hug, you need to cause people to clean this some bitch up.
Yeah.
Just hugs and advice.
I'm so sorry. Instagram, there's a site called Cuddlist.com where people are charging $80 and up to get hugs.
No.
When y'all telling me you afraid to start your business, this is the bullshit I be talking about, black people.
Right.
This right here. Rashida still ain't brought her ass on this show. Said, I went to NY for an intensive training to be a cuddlist.
Okay. So did you, I mean.
Are you a cuddlist?
Yeah.
I need to know what this is like.
Or you practicing? That's what I mean.
Look at them cuds had to do.
Yeah, was it? Did you chicken out at the bar exam? What happened?
And she says, snuggle up to me is another. And then Benny says, why did you quit? Rashida, we got questions. BlackPeopleFirst.com. I'm gonna need you to come up on the stage.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Come on now, Snuggle Meat. Don't get
not Snuggle Meat. I just did BlackPeopleFirst.com is the link. BlackPeopleFirst.com lets you right in. Because I'm a genius. Just hook the thing to the flux capacitor and then boom.
FIRST. Black People First. That's dope, sir.
Hey, thank you.
That's dope. Sir.
Yeah, I like this. I like being here rather than being on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's a fly ass grab.
Thank you. I got like 200 of them. I'll be collecting domains on the Lilo.
Okay.
You know, Black People First is worth about 1,700 right now.
So on Instagram is what am I what
if you go Instagram, I'm doing it live, but they don't get to see everything. They just get to see my phone talk to y'all. So if you're on Instagram, bring your ass over to facebook.com/the Business Bully.
Oh,
You
that's
go to
how
the
you
Business Bully on
doing it.
YouTube.
Okay.
You go to Business Bully TV on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku, iOS, Android, however you doing it. That's what's up. What up, Raj? Good to see you, homeboy.
Well, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to bid you adieu because
Oh, we
Giraffe
out.
Balls is 9:00.
Oh shit, yeah, Giraffe Balls is 9:00.
9:00. I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah, now you got to listen. That's how it goes. But I'm saying, Jeff, I think we should do a show, like a hidden camera show, where we just go around and we start getting trained to do odd jobs that just don't make no fucking practical sense in the world. Like, can you imagine us training to be professional cuddlers? Speaking of which, oh shit, here come Rashida. And we start getting trained. You know, put on some headphones, Rashida. Black people. What up? We need this cuddling education.
Okay, so yes, it's a real thing. So take all the other craziness out of it, like, remove the don't over sexualize it. Let's start there. So let's start the conversation from not sexualizing the experience. So there are people in the world who, for whatever reason, maybe it's medical complications, maybe they are a rape survivor and trying to reacclimate positive touch and ways of connecting emotionally to being touched or being close to someone. So those are the people who majority of the time would hire a cuddlist. And because I'm a therapist in nature, like that's what I do anyways, I became aware of cuddlists or just introduced to it because I had a client who was paralyzed. And so he had no responsive, no receptors to receive touch. However, he still wanted to just experience, his mother was trying to just get him to experience just still what it would be like when somebody was just holding his hand or just walking with him. I mean, sorry, I was scratching, not walking, but like just being next to him in his wheelchair, holding his hand, the presence and with the energy, which you can pick up from energy as far as sitting next to somebody. So that was that one experience that how I got introduced to it. Subsequently, once I became trained and started working as a cuddlist, there were a lot of rabbis that hired cuddlists, priests, nuns, people who are not typically exposed to touch because in their world, it's not something that they do. However, touch is a natural thing. If you don't coddle your baby, if you don't nurture your child as an infant, failure to thrive happens. All these other psychological impairments can be a result of not having access to touch or any sort of like emotional response to be able to receive it, ask for it, give it. So these are people this is why people will hire cuddlists. It's not a sexual thing. Or at least that's not the intention. Let me be clear. That's not the intended premise. The premise is for a therapeutic relationship based on all these other factors that are most of the time medical or religious. Religious meaning priests, nuns, people who don't have access to that type of social engagement.
Okay, so here's the movie. Here's the movie. Here's the movie. Okay. There's this girl that basically is Rashida's character. But she's a tree hugger. This girl's super tree hugger, about 22, 3, just got out of college. She is a certified cuddlist and she hardcore with it. Her first area, Oregon, Beaverton, Oregon.
Oh, Beaverton.
Right there by the Nike spot. Guess who hires a cuddlist? This dude who his uncle invested in the company way back and died and left him $80 million. Now he's just a fucking stoner who doesn't believe in shit. He's like a black Pete Davidson. I just don't believe in a goddamn thing. So he hires a cuddlist. and the two of them pull one another out of their place to the middle by the end of the movie. That there is a movie I would watch, especially as they unravel each other's shit. Young people, especially brittle ass millennials. I just call them all millennials. Anybody younger than me that I want to ridicule is a fucking millennial. They're brittle. You can't talk to them, say anything to them. They got a bunch to say to you. Got a bunch to tell you about in your house and how you ain't shit. Yeah, what's for dinner? Your fucking little opinion. Eat that. They really, if you could get these people in a room, in a situation, on a road, on a journey, I think that's a great movie. I would watch that movie.
I'm here for it. My question is, what do you do?
Who's typing? Good Lord, I'm hearing it sounds like a squirrel's eating.
That's Rashida.
Is it Rashida?
I think I'm gonna be your phone. Rashida's in Mexico, so. Yeah,
okay.
There's rats better? Eating your Wi-Fi. Because I hear.
Yeah, that. There it is. So my question is, how do you what happens if you cuddling somebody, right? Like you cuddling them from behind, and all of a sudden that happens. Like, is the cuddle over at that point? Is it hippity hop mop stop with the? I just need to know what happens if somebody farts mid cuddle.
If somebody passes gas when they
cuddle? Farts.
Not pass gas, Rashida. Fart.
Happened to me. That hasn't been my experience.
Rashida, have you ever experienced a fart? Well, first off, we gotta make sure that we on the right page with Rashida. Dave, permission to treat the witness as hostile.
Permission granted.
All right, Rashida, let's start first off with the term passing gas. Okay, and we all understand what that is. Okay, and me as Dave, as vegans, that's what we do. We're not talking about that. We talking about a fart. Have you ever experienced a fart, Rashida? I'm talking not your own. I'm talking about being in the presence of something that burnt your nostrils and made you look for a blunt object. Yes, no, maybe? Yes, okay. Now, let's go back to the cuddle. Let's go back to the scene. Hold on now. Let's get back to the scene of the cuddle. Since we have established that you yourself have not been farted upon, what I guess Dave is asking for is some generic fart protocol. Is there something for not passing gas, a goddamn fart, something that would make people start to put police tape around this sumbitch? We all know what I'm discussing. I think that's what he's getting at. Was I close, Dave?
That's exactly what I was getting at.
Okay, now go ahead. You have the floor, Rashida.
What's in the training manual for when somebody farts?
Yeah, so if someone farts,
you can go on and say fart.
Yes, I'm assuming that okay, so the cuddlist, I'm certain that she would either ask the person like, oh, hey, do you need to step away and go to the bathroom? Do you have some spray? Is there a way to cover this? Like, you sure, or you need to step away and take some time for yourself? That's what they would do. Like, it's a professional service. So they would handle it as a professional.
What if Mike Epps was a cuddlist? God damn. Oh, shit. They don't pay enough for this. Oh, shit. I'm sorry to take this down shit joke road.
Anyway, listen, Jeff, thank you so much for being here. Rashida,
yes,
thanks for coming on. Raquel, thank you so very much. Everybody on Instagram, thanks so much for checking us out. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Of course, Monday we're doing, normal shit. Wednesday is pop culture, and Friday is a smoke show. In case you want to get some of this work is here for you. It's always Black people first. So make sure that you continue to tune in and support your boy. We do appreciate it. Until next time, folks, get out of your feelings and into your business. Peace.